Check. A very warm good evening. I now request the dignitaries to come on to the dais. Professor Tata Narasingha Rao, Professor Dipankar Banerjee, Professor D. John Thiruvadigal, Professor Shikha Verma. A very warm good evening, galaxy of intellectuals, invited guests, professors, and students. On behalf of the organizing committee, I am delighted to offer a gracious welcome to the Valedictory ceremony of NPC 2024. It's my pleasure to invite Professor A. Karthikeyan, Head, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, SRM IST, to welcome the gathering. Kindly, sir.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to esteemed dignitaries on the dais, eminent speakers, esteemed delegates, faculty members, research scholars, and enthusiastic undergraduate, postgraduate students from different organizations to the valedictory function of the National Physicists Conclave 2024, organized by the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, in association with various eminent national institutes, academies, associations, journal partners as AIP, and with unparalleled support of highly acclaimed Indian physicists. We are truly honored to have each and every one of you here as we draw the curtain on this remarkable gathering of intellect and innovation. As a DST-supported Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, with a robust faculty strength of 80 equipped with national and international postdoctoral experience, our diverse team is actively engaged in conducting cutting-edge research areas across various domains, including material science, high-energy physics, energy, computational physics, electronics devices and sensors, and atmospheric sciences. Over the past few days, we have witnessed the exchange of groundbreaking ideas, forging of new collaborations, exciting sessions, and interactions with stalwarts from different fields of physics that propel us further into spheres of physics and nanotechnology. A hearty welcome to Professor Tata Narasingha Rao, Director, ARCI, Hyderabad. We look forward to your valedictory address, sir. Thank you. I extend my warm welcome to Professor Dipankar Banerjee, Director, AR, IES, Nainital, and Professor Shikha Verma, Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar, and Professor John D. Thiruvadigal, Chairperson, School of Basic Sciences, SRM Institute of Science and Technology. We are delighted to have you on the stage on this occasion. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you, and let us together make the valedictory function a memorable and fitting conclusion to the National Physicists Conclave 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now let's have a subsequent conclave report that provides an overview of the various sessions as well as insights and discussions which was transpired during the conclave. I now request Dr. C. Preferential Kala, Associate Professor and Co-Convener of NPC 2024, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, SRM IST, to give the report about the conclave. Kindly, ma'am.
Very good evening, one and all present here. I am pleased to present the report of the National Physicists Conclave, NPC 2024. the National Physicists Conclave, NPC 2024, commenced on 7th February 2024 at 9:30 a.m. in the Indian Standard Time. Professor Umesh Wagmare, President, Indian Academy of Sciences, inaugurated the conference with a thought-provoking address. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor delivered the presidential address, released the conclave souvenir, and offered the felicitations. The conference covered diverse themes, shedding light on the frontiers in physics and showcasing the remarkable achievements of Indian researchers aiming to elevate the scientific standing of the nation. This edition of NPC 2024 was structured with the following diverse themes: high energy physics, nonlinear dynamics and systems, soft matter physics, condensed matter physics, photonics and optoelectronics, quantum materials, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and computational physics. NPC 2024 was an inspiring and transforming event with 13 conclave talks, 2 panel discussions, 12 parallel sessions covering 88 invited lectures, 10 plus contributory lectures, and 60 plus poster presentations. The scientific contents were delivered with extraordinary brilliance by the finest mind and leading physicists, including Padma Shri Awardee, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Awardee of our country. The different session provided us the insight on frontiers in physics, as mentioned in the diverse theme of this conclave, along with the remarkable achievements of Indian researchers in physical sciences over the past 2 decades, latest research trends and cutting-edge concepts in physical sciences, India's prominent position in physical sciences globally, the future research directions of Indian physicists aiming to elevate the scientific standing of our nation while contributing to socio-economic development, exploring the art of developing original ideas and achieving groundbreaking discoveries, the journey of physics teaching in India from the past to the present, and envision the future of imparting knowledge and nurturing young minds. As a part of NPC 2024, on the day 1, we organized the panel discussion on physics and technology fusion, shaping India's innovation landscape. And on the day 2, we had a panel discussion on Indian women in science, breaking barriers, with the panelists and moderators from the premium educational research institutions, as well as science journalists and editors of India. On the day 3 of this conclave, we have organized a special section, Unveiling in Brilliance, a dialogue with Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Awardee, Professor Anandya Das, IISc Bangalore, where the participants had the opportunity to voice their ideas and share their thoughts. To motivate and honor the young researchers and students, NPC 2024 has also constituted expert panels and also presented awards under different categories like Young Physicist, Young Applied Physicist, Young Woman Physicist, Young Computational Physicist, Young Woman Computational Physicist, Best Publication in Computational Physics in 2023, Best Publication of the Year 2023, Best PhD Thesis, Best Oral Presentation, and Best Poster Presentation. This unique conclave has provided a wonderful platform for the top physicists and researchers nationwide to gather for an inclusive engagement which forecasted innovation, collaboration, and deepens our grasp of global physics impact. It has provided the much-needed platform to catalyze groundbreaking ideas, build lasting collaboration, and celebrate Indian physicists' achievements. An array of carefully selected, well-received, well-presented topics and discussion on the diverse theme came together to admirably make this NPC 2024 a huge endeavor, assuring us with a pack of knowledge takeaways to each one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. On this special occasion, it is an immense pleasure and privilege to honor the dignitaries from various institutes. I now kindly request Professor D. John Thiruvadigal, Chairperson, School of Basic Sciences, SRM IST, to felicitate Dr. Tata Narasingha Rao, Director, ARCI, Hyderabad. I now kindly request Dean Sciences to felicitate Dr. Dibankar Banerjee, ARIES, Nainital. I now request Dean Sciences to felicitate Professor Shikha Verma, Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar. I now invite Professor Tata Narasingha Rao, Director, ARCI, Hyderabad, to deliver the valedictory address. Dr. Rao is known for his translational nanomaterial research. His research contributions in the field of electrochemistry and nanomaterials later led to several technologies at ARCI, which made the institute well known for nanotechnology in India. He is recipient of several awards and honors, including Bangalore India Nano Innovation Award 2018, received from Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao. Recently, he selected for Material Science Annual Prize 2022 of MRSI. Dr. Rao has published more than 190 research papers and filed or granted more than 20 international and Indian patents, several of which have been translated to technological developments. His publication got total citations more than 16,000 with an H index of 51. With this brief introduction, I now request Professor Tata Narasingha Rao to deliver the inaugural address. Kindly, sir.
Thank you, Madam Preferential Kalaji. And once again, let me thank the organizer, especially my friend Kiran Mangalampalli. And I have long association with SRM, both Andhra Pradesh and Chennai, because some of the faculties here, including Kiran Mangalampalli, when their recruitment was getting happening here, and we were there on the committee, myself, M.S. Ramachandra Rao from, Professor M.S. Ramachandra Rao from IIT Physics Department. So, and subsequently when the new campus started in Amaravati, then we were there too, because that is very close to us, Hyderabad. So, with this thanks, let me just give a brief address, not because I already gave enough lecture in the morning, so I don't want you to get bored. But this is, these conferences are being organized by Department of Physics and Nanotechnology. And I think this is a unique department here, where the both are linked as one department. Otherwise, we used to have Department of Nanotechnology separately, and then physics or chemistry. So I want to just bring to your attention, especially I see a lot of young students here. Now I'm addressing you young people, because you are the future of this country. And the research what you are going to do in the coming years, and that is going to change what India is doing. And India, if you see, the economy and the funding for research is increasing, whether you take National Research Foundation or recently Madam announced, Nirmala Sitaraman ji announced, I think 1 lakh crores for research, even extending to industries. That means industries are also being encouraged to do research, but where do they get people from? If you see any Indian industry, and they get compromised professionals and very few PhDs, because I know Vola, I know Amar Raja, and because I'm a battery man, and they keep struggling. And one good thing is they're able to attract, at least big countries, they were able to attract the people from abroad back. I see in Amar Raja, Hyderabad, some of people whom I know, they joined, and 3 of my students are their PhD students. And then that is one good thing, that we make skilled manpower and then supply to industries. And if you see the negative part of this country, that although 10 years, last 10 years, we have seen tremendous growth, both in terms of economy and education, your publications, and even technologies. And brain drain is reduced drastically. Earlier, it used to be 70, 80, 90% brain drain, especially IITs going outside, and now it has reduced to 10%. And most of the IIT graduates, they want to begin startups and MSMEs. And my own son, who is studying in IIT Hyderabad last year, he's studying, is there a great relevance here that he's studying engineering physics. And it is amazing department field itself, because that couples artificial intelligence, he writes algorithms, and then he does biophysics, his projects, and then of course it is start fundamental physics and electrical. So whatever you want, you can choose. So that is the advantage, because my wife is a physicist. I am a physical chemist, and physical chemist is one who knows physics and chemistry, or who doesn't know physics and chemistry also. But sometimes I can always escape in front of physicists because being called my chemistry, because I speak more chemistry. First, whenever I go to lecture, I will ask who are the audience. If more physics means I talk more chemistry in my slides. And if it's more chemistry, I put more physics slides. Right. And recently I was in Uzbekistan last 1 week, before week, on an international bilateral project. Myself and Dr. Manjusha, who is my colleague in Chennai Center, Center for Automotive Energy Materials. ARC has got 2 centers in Chennai IT Research Park, Center for Automotive Energy Materials and Fuel Cell Technology. And as you see in the morning, we do all the translation research and take the technologies to high TR levels and transfer to industries. Since you are in Chennai, if you walk to CFCT, Center for Fuel Cell Technology, and we are the people who make 1 kilowatt to 20 kilowatt fuel cell stacks, PM fuel cell stacks. And we also make PM electrolyzers, because PM electrolysis is easy to get online hydrogen wherever you want, whether it's stationary or mobile, automotive. So, in fact, recently when they have International Science Festival in Delhi, we took 1 kilowatt. In 1 kilowatt PM fuel cell stack, 50% is indigenized, and then we have semi-pilot facility which is established by our own Indian company, and this was demonstrated with hydrogen kept there in that hall, and then there was huge crowd turning around to us. And we also do a lot of service to defense, whether it is IR transparent domes or M3 mirror in our recent Aditya L1, and then we also do a lot of service to ISRO. Then in Uzbekistan, coming back to that one, I visited some of the physics labs, especially because we visited physics labs, and then several of the equipment, starting from microscope, not nano enter, micro indenter, and Hall measurement units, and up to tabletop XRD, all were built by China, and they gifted to this country, because I was surprised why China has gifted to this country this kind of equipment, because Uzbekistan, which was part of Soviet Union, they have huge amount of minerals. I think half of the periodic table is in Uzbekistan in the form of minerals, and especially lithium, gold, and some of the other rare earths like neodymium and all. So, China, wherever the sources are there, first you give gifts, and then after you give peanuts and start taking almonds. That is their strategy, right? So now I want to turn it back to, again, us. Raman effect was discovered, or whatever you say, in India by great Raman, and today we have huge number of Raman scattering equipments, including in ARCA. We have 2 numbers, and several talks of this conference also has surface enhanced Raman spectroscopy and a lot of Raman. Even without Raman, you cannot decide whether it's carbon nanotube or graphene or diamond or this one, right? But don't we think, especially now, earlier I don't mind, because our economy is so poor, and then we have to depend on a lot of imports, but can't you think that we should have, we know all the optical components and the total design of a Raman system, how it should be made. And can't we make a Raman system, equipment by ourselves, and showcase that Raman effect is ours, Rama is ours, and the equipment is ours. And government is now putting efforts, even it is huge investment. First, let us make it. There is huge money with the government. Let us make it and then start showing that we can do that one. And a lot of industries are, once you go to the TRL 5-6 level, a lot of industries are ready to come. And another, so this is one thing what is missing, equipment manufacturing. And equipment manufacturing by itself is a vertical in government's agenda. Then second thing is the fundamental research. We call, of course, we are very strong in fundamentals, and our technologies are very poor, and now it is picking up a lot, especially in material technologies, and later it has to be equipment technologies. But what I see is, I give just one example. One of the institutes, they developed technology in Hyderabad for recycling of lithium. Recycling of lithium from the lithium battery packs. So how do you do that one? You open up the battery packs and then scrap the cathode material, because cathode is most important, which contains lithium. The anode is graphite. You can take graphite and clean it and reuse also. So when they do that, the lithium in the form of lithium carbonate, they could extract and then purify until 98.5 or so. Right. Then Niti Aayog, one of the EV advisors, because I am in some of the EV committees, so he called and said that why can't we make it 99.5 and above, because that is required for the battery making. If I want to make lithium iron phosphate, any battery, I have to start with that purity. And these people, they were exporting 98%, then bringing back 99%. That means that last mile of 1% purity, that is not so easy, and that's where we miss. We get tired by the time we reach there. But we pay huge price for not able to fill that small gap. And that's where the fundamental knowledge comes in. So the young people, and the fortunate thing is that we have now huge money. We are a third fast developing nation and going to be developed nation. And we have the areas of present global importance, that is whether it's green hydrogen, or electric vehicle, and quantum mission, cyber security, all these missions with large, huge funding, they provide opportunities to all the young people. The growth is so rapid. When I was going 1996 to Japan, when I was from Delhi airport, I took the flight, and Delhi airport, there was only one escalator, it was going, because it's very old expo, this one. And people are afraid whether we'll fall down. And when you go to restroom, they ask money when you come out. And when you go to the immigration, that guy with the pawn, he chooses, and then half of this one is red spots on the shirt. So that was the situation in 96. And when I landed in Narita airport, oh, it's fantastic, beautiful. So I was thinking, in my lifetime, can Hyderabad or Delhi airport be like this airport? I'm not joking, no exaggeration at all. And the cell phones and all, there are very small cell phones by that time itself. And then once I came to Delhi along with my boss, Professor Fujishima, after 1 year of my stay in 97. And then that time we used to have big phones, wireless phones. One guy in the airport is roaming with phone like this. Fujishima is looking at him. But that guy is thinking that because he has the wireless phone. And to tell you, within no time, 2003, I returned back to India. And by then, 2005 and 10, 15, brand new airports. Now, if you go to T3 airport or our Hyderabad airport, any airport, your Chennai airport, and start from here and land in Narita or land in London Heathrow or land in Frankfurt, you don't feel any jealous, because our airports are brand new and our people have changed. You can see decent people sitting in the immigration and so many escalators, so long escalators. That is what. So the rapid change that is happening because of the policies, because of the people working on it, definitely that is appreciated. But that is not enough. You have to compete with your neighboring country. And it should be, the self-reliance is required for this country, just because you see the geopolitical situation at this point of time where you have Russia, Ukraine, and then Palestinian problem with Israel, and now recently there was bombing from Iran to Pakistan, and the polarization of the country, and Maldives very recently. You can see how things are changing and the polarization happening there. If you don't have this self-reliance, and we are going to face it. I tell you, the phosphorus comes from abroad because we need phosphorus for all our agriculture fertilizers. And I was telling lithium iron phosphate, which is required for all the battery, that phosphate kahan se aayega? When I was in Uzbekistan, I was with the Minister of Chambers and Minister of Investments. I was telling them, let us have some deals. With the ambassador, we went. Whether the phosphate and some of the elements, whether our industries can set up plants there and then get the things out. And one more thing is, we keep talking about hydrogen, and hydrogen is, you cannot take the hydrogen so easily, because if you want to pump hydrogen to metallic tubes, the tubes will go away within no time, because hydrogen is being the lightest element. It has the tendency to diffuse to the metals, and hydrogen embrittlement is a big problem. You have to have the technology, how to protect the tubes. You give a coating, whatever it is, a composite coating or so. And if you want to use hydrogen in fuel cell batteries, cars, like Nitin Gadkari Saab, Toyota Mirai, and if you see the cylinder what they use, it is the 350, it's a type 4 cylinder with 750 bars of hydrogen that is kept 750 bars. And you need carbon fiber reinforced composites. So it's not just making the hydrogen by electrolysis, you need a peripheral technologies where you have to contain all these things and then use it. So we are at the right place with the right opportunities, but the young people stop thinking about going abroad or going and be entrepreneurs. Job seekers should become job providers. That is what the government also feels, and then they are encouraging so much. So with this, I think it is time I should stop. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me, and I wish all the young people, and you are the bright future, and then please follow what I say, that we should become Atmanirbhar, right? Thank you so much.
An award is not only a great prestige or a mark of excellence, but is also a tremendous boost for someone to strive and excel higher. I would now request Dr. N. Angelin Littleflower, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, SRM IST, to announce the awardees of NPC 2024.
Thank you. With great excitement, I now call the awardees under various categories of NPC 2024, and I request Dr. Tata Narasimha Rao, Director AICA Hyderabad, to distribute the awards. Kindly, sir. The first category is Young Computational Physicist Award with a cash prize of 25,000 and a memento, sponsored by ACCMS, and the awardees are Professor Priya Johari, Shiv Nadar University, Delhi; and then the second category, Young Women Computational Physicist Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of 25,000, sponsored by ACCMS and AFORD, and the award goes to Dr. Amrita Bhattacharya, IIT Bombay. Dr. Amrita Bhattacharya, IIT Bombay. Third category is Best Publication in Computational Physics, carrying a memento and a cash prize of Rs 20,000, sponsored by ACCMS and AFORD, and the award goes to Professor Ranjit P., IIT Bombay. Best Publication in Computational Physics for the paper titled Predicting the Scale-Dependent Chromatin Polymer Properties from Systematic Coarse Graining, Nature Communications 2023. Professor Ranjit P., IIT Bombay. Fifth category, Young Physicist Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of rupees 25,000. And the awardees are Dr. Ashish Arora, IISCR Pune, Dr. Shritos Goswami, IISc, Dr. Vibhar Singh, IISc, and Dr. Seema Sharma. Young Physicist Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of rupees 25,000. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Dibankar Banerjee, Director, ARIES Nainital, to distribute the awards. The next category is Young Women Physicist Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of rupees 25,000 and sponsored by IOP. And the awardees are Dr. Vidya Kochit, IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Vandana Sharma, IIT Hyderabad, and Dr. Anjali Chowdhury, IIT Bhilai. Dr. Vidya Kochit, IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Vandana Sharma, IIT Hyderabad, and Dr. Anjali, IIT Bhilai. Dr. Vandana Sharma, IIT Hyderabad. Dr. Anjali Chowdhury. The next category is Young Applied Physicist Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of rupees 25,000. And the awardees are Dr. Chandrakumar Ghosh, Jadavpur University, Dr. Atindra Nath Paul, SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, Dr. Kasturi Saha, IIT Bombay, and Dr. Chandni, IISc. Dr. Chandran Kumar Ghosh, Jadavpur University, Dr. Atindra Nath Paul, Dr. Kasturi Saha, IIT Bombay, Dr. Chandni. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next, I request Professor Shikha Verma, Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar, to distribute the awards. The next category is Best Publication of the Year 2023, carrying a memento and a cash prize of 20,000. And the awardees are Mr. Siddhartha Mukherjee, ICTS TFR, Bangalore, for the title Intermittency, Fluctuations and Maximal Chaos in an Emergent Universal State of Active Turbulence, Nature Physics 23. Mr. Jeeban Kumar Nayak, IASCR, Kolkata, and Mr. Uday Kumar, SRM Institute of Science and Technology. This category is for Best Publication of the Year 23, carrying a memento and a cash prize of 20,000, sponsored Mr. Jeeban Kumar Nayak, IASCR, Kolkata, for the paper titled Spin Direction, Spin Coupling of Quasi-Guided Modes in Plasmonic Crystals, Physical Review Letters 2023. Mr. Uday Kumar, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Energy Harvesting Using Linear Type Magnetoresistive Transducer for the Real-Time Application, Applied Physics Letters 2023. The next category is Best Thesis Award, carrying a memento and a cash prize of Rs 20,000, and the awardees are Dr. Niladri Modak, IASCR, Kolkata, for the thesis title, Weak Measurements in Spin Orbit Optical Systems, Fundamental Consequences and Application Prospects. Under this category, the next award is to Dr. Biswajit Pabi, SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, for the title, for the thesis, Influence of Molecular Orientation Electronic Transport of a Metal Molecule Metal Junction. Dr. Biswajit Pabi, SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, with the cash prize of Rs 20,000 and a memento. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Professor D. John Thiruvadigal, Dean Sciences, SRM IST, to distribute the awards. The next category is Best Oral Presentation, carrying a cash prize of 10,000 and a certificate. And the award goes to Dr. Reshma Beram, University of Hyderabad. Dr. Reshma for the oral presentation, the title, Novel Hybrid Plasmonic Materials Aided with Machine Learning for SCRS-based trace detection of multiple explosives. The next category is Best Poster Presentation Award, carrying a cash prize of Rs 5,000 and a certificate. Mr. Adesh Singh, Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi. Mr. Jayesh Sadasivam, Mahindra University. Dr. V.S. Vedamani, University of Hyderabad. Mr. Sinu Matthew, St. Berkman's College, Kerala. Mr. Ashutosh Srivastava, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Mr. Anirudh, CSIR National Chemical Laboratory. Ms. Ritu Saumya Samal, KIT University, Odisha. Mr. Shashank Kumar, IASCR, Bhopal. Ms. Priyanka, SRM IST, Katangalatu. Mr. Jayesh Sadasivan. Mr. Jayesh, Dr. V.S. Vendamani, Dr. Sinu Matthew, Dr. Sinu, Mr. Ashutosh Srivastava, Mr. Anirudh, Ms. Ritu Raumya Samal, Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, I express my heartfelt congratulations and wishes to all the awardees. Kindly give a round of applause to all the special awardees, best poster and the oral presenters. And I also thank the dignitaries for distributing the awards. And we also appreciate the students of SRM for the cultural performance on the first day of the conclave, and they'll be provided with certificates and a memento.
I would now request Professor Shikha Verma, Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar, to give remarks on NPC 2024. Kindly, ma'am.
So thank you very much for this opportunity. First, on the onset, I would like to thank Dr. Kiran Mangalapalli for this kind opportunity and for kind invitation. And I'm truly impressed by this conference. I have visited SRM twice, once SRM Chennai and once SRM Amravati, but those were both for some DST meetings, and this is the first time I have been involved in a conference, and I'm truly amazed and very impressed that such a nice conference was held with such wide variety of topics. Of course, the first day was, there were many stalwarts who were talking about various topics, and today morning also we heard very, very exciting talks by many stalwarts. And I think it was a beautiful opportunity for all the students, especially also for faculty members, to come to know of these exciting new frontiers which are happening in the country and take the best ingredients from here in their own research and to pursue their careers, as sir also said in the just now, that India needs a lot of scientists in the message that is circulating, that a lot of scientific endeavor and lot of scientific funding is going to take place, and young generation is needed in that aspect. So this was a very current conference, and this conclave with so many different aspects have been taken care. And I'm also impressed with the facilities and faculty that SRM has got, both here and at least I have visited Amravati. I've seen the facilities and I have met the faculty members in the Amravati Center. So, and I would like to, of course, congratulate the VC and also the Director Research for taking these kind of initiatives. Also, I would like to congratulate convener Dr. Kiran for putting this one panel on the women scientist discussion. It is of very relevance. We know young women are facing lots of hurdles. Many times they have been facing. So I think it's important not just for women, but also for men colleagues, their men colleagues, to understand the problems they are facing. And because this is 50% of our resources, which we don't want to get wasted. We want everybody to come together and help in whatever we are trying to do. And of course, we would like to thank SRM and the convener for very great hospitality, very nice organization. Both the sir. Oh, okay. So many congratulations and many thanks to the full administration for kindly extending all the hospitality to us. So thank you, and thank you, special thanks to all the faculty members, students, and administration. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. No duty is more important than that of returning thanks. As we come to the close of a valedictory ceremony of NPC 2024, I invite Dr. Ajit Singh, Research Associate Professor, Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, SRM IST, to deliver the vote of thanks. Kindly, sir.
A very good evening to you all. On behalf of the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology, along with SRM IST leadership and management, we express our immense pleasure and gratitude to all the invited experts, honorary guests, and physics enthusiasts for their benevolent presence and dynamic participation at NPC 2024. Our special thanks to all of you for adding prestige to NPC 2024 through your active involvement during the conclave talks and panel discussions on topics like physics and technology fusion and Indian women in science, followed by a series of invited talks on all these days that included a special session on funding opportunities from various government agencies like DST, ACRB, etc. We are very thankful to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Tata Narasimha Rao, Director, ARCI, Hyderabad, for kindly delivering the valedictory address with his inspiring words. We extend our sincere thanks to Professor Dipankar Banerjee, Director, ARIS, Nainital, Professor Shikha Verma, Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar, and our beloved Professor John D. Tiruvadigal, Chairperson, School of Basic Sciences at SRMIST, for gracing the occasion with their kind presence and active support. We are truly thankful to our beloved HOD, Professor A. Karthikeyan, for his continuous support and generosity. We profoundly thank the associating institutes for helping us in formulating and implementing the objectives and vision of NPC 2024. These include Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Technology, Tirupati, Indian Institute of Technology, Palakkad, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Tirupati, Indian Ceramic Society, the Asian Consortium on Computational Material Science, Asian Office of Aerospace Research and Development, Innovation Science and Technology Foundation, Tirupati, Indian Physics Association, Material Research Society. We also thank our sponsors for their active presence and financial support, especially in the form of sponsoring awards, etc. These include Summer Instruments, ATOS, Applied Physics Letters, Asian Consortium on Computational Material Science, Prefer Vacuum, Asian Office of Aerospace Research and Development, Indian Science Congress Association, Chennai Chapter, Air Force Office of Scientific Research, RIP Publishing, ANTS Group, and Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, for their invaluable support, which has been instrumental in organizing this event. We are extremely grateful to our beloved chief patrons, Dr. T.R. Paribendor, Founding Chancellor, Dr. Ravi Pachamuthu, Pro-Chancellor Administration, Dr. P. Satyanarayan, Pro-Chancellor Academics, Dr. R. Shivakumar, Chairman, Ramapuram and Trichy campuses, for their kind wishes and support. We are also thankful to our SRMIST Administrative Advisory Council, Professor C. Mutami Chelvam, Vice Chancellor, SRMIST, Professor S. Ponuswamy, Registrar, SRMIST, Professor D. Narayana Rao, Executive Director Research, SRM Group of Institution, Professor T. V. Gopal, Dean CET, SRMIST, Professor B. Napoleon, Dean Research, SRMIST, for their constant guidance, support, and suggestions. Our sincere thanks to the entire support system involving various wings of SRMIST and team, Associate Director, Campus Life, Director of Communications and Media, Director ITKM, Auditorium Support, and all those who have helped us in the smooth functioning of this gala event. Though being on the organizing committee, our special thanks to Professor Preferential Kala and Professor P. Malar for their active involvement in overseeing the planning and execution. Finally, I'd like to mention a very special name, Dr. Kiran Mangalapalli, convener of NPC 2024, for his tireless efforts and designing to perceiving this great event, which has remained a first of its kind in India. A big applause for Kiran Mangalapalli. Last but not the least, many thanks to all our dear colleagues and students of SRMIST whose tireless involvement has transcended into bringing this spectacular event to a fruitful end. Thank you one and all.
Dear delegates, I have few announcements. High tea will be served for the delegates and students at the rear side of the auditorium. Poster and participation certificate will be issued immediately after the valedictory function at the registration desk outside the main auditorium. External candidates are requested to collect the certificates first, followed by the internal candidates. I repeat, external candidates can collect immediately the certificates after the function. Internal candidates can wait and collect the certificates. Thank you one and all. Have a pleasant evening. I request one and all to rise for the national anthem.
हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all. Kindly join for the refreshments.